What's up everybody, it's Alex, the founder and CEO at Motoroso, and in this video, let's take a close-up look at the combination power drop step and rock slider for the brand new 2021 and up Ford Bronco made by Rockslide Engineering. Now, if you need a step for getting in and out of your vehicle for you and your family, but you also know you're gonna wheel hard and you need the maximum off-road ground clearance and protection against obstacles on the trail, nothing compares to the step slider you're gonna get from the company with the name that says it all. Now, they make this in a 2-door application and a 4-door application, and it's an easy plug-and-play installation that uses factory mounting points, no cutting, no drilling, no splicing into wiring that's gonna void your warranty. It's an easy installation, take about 3 hours, and we're gonna make a separate step-by-step video, and we'll put a link to that in the description. In the description, you'll also find purchase links for all the products that we're gonna talk about in this video, but before you buy, let's talk about what you need to know about these step sliders from Rockslide. Now, this might seem super obvious, but the way the power retractable step works is that when you open the door to your Bronco, it triggers the included sensor and it drops the step down and out. When deployed, the step comes out by about 5 inches, but it drops down a full 12 inches from the top of the step slider, making it a full 18 inches from the inside door sill of your Bronco, which is more drop step than you could ever see from any sort of static step on the market because you just sacrifice too much ground clearance. But of course, when you close the door, it retracts right back up, giving you the maximum off-road clearance and giving you the best of both worlds. Now, the weight limit on that step is 600 pounds, which is almost certainly more than you could ever fit on that step. Now, these power retractable steps also have a very important safety feature called pinch protection, thanks to the smart motors in here, which have sensors inside them that are going to detect if anything is in that opening between the step and the housing when it's retracting back up into the body. You can imagine if you've got kids around or fingers or a dog's tail, nobody wants to lose anything, so the step is extremely sensitive. If it senses anything in there, it's going to stop to make sure nobody gets hurt. Now, that technology also works in the opposite direction, and it has object resistance detection. So if you're out on the trail and there's a rock or a log in the way and the step tries to extend, if it senses something, it will try one more time and then it'll stop if it hits it again, and then it'll just stay right there until the door is closed or until you hit your close button, which is an accessory I'll talk about later. These smart motors are also fully submergible and waterproof, which means that you're not going to have to worry about the exposure to elements over time, and you can even go forging through deep water and not worry about damage to the electrical components. They also sell a LED light accessory kit, which is also fully submergible, and that can be added at any time, and that's just an accessory, and we'll put a link to that down in the description. And Rockslide Engineering stands behind their product with a limited lifetime warranty on all the electrical components and even the powder coating finish. Now, in order to offer warranty like that means this thing has got to be built tough, and that takes us to the rock slider features of this product. Now, built by Rockslide Engineering out of Logan, Utah, this product is entirely designed and manufactured in the United States, and is also tested in Moab, which is home to some of the nastiest trails you can imagine, so the thing's got to be tough. So they're using materials that are designed to take a beating. The housings are made out of 10-gauge stainless steel, which is the same thickness of steel you would find on most off-road bumpers, and it's etched using an acid treatment process on the raw steel that then is coated with their ultra-durable textured black powder coating, which is much more resistant to scratches than your average powder coating. And the internals continue to use stainless steel like the articulating arms where it matters, but then they use aluminum in other places to save a little bit of weight but still maintain that resistance to rust. Now, Rockslide says that these will stand up to moderate off-road abuse, but if you're really planning to go hard in the paint, you think you'll drop your Bronco onto a boulder from 2 feet up, you might want to consider getting the extra armor protection. This is an additional skid plate that is 10-gauge steel, just like the main slider, doubling down on the strength, and that's going to really protect the chassis and the step slider itself. Also, the basic steps have exposed bolt heads, and this armor covers those, providing a nice smooth surface for sliding over obstacles. Now, I have opted for this skid plate. I don't plan to bash my Bronco from 2 feet onto boulders, but I know for a fact I'm going to scratch up my rock sliders. Now, what I don't want to do is scratch up my main rock slider. These are fairly expensive and not terribly easy to take on and off very easily. But if I scratch up the skid plate, I can easily remove that, take it down and have it repowder coated, or simply buy a new one for about 1/8 of the price of the normal step slider. One of the other accessories you can consider for this whole system is their door delete kit. Now, the basic step does come with a power button that allows you to cut the power to the step. So when the door is closed and the step is up, you switch off the power, open it up, step won't deploy, and it just stays in that position. But it doesn't allow you to control the step. So the door delete kit means that if you take the doors off and the door sensor isn't there, you've got a button that you can slap that will control the steps up and down. But this has more functionality than just when you take the doors off. What if you've opened the doors and you're loading stuff in the back seat and you don't want to smash your shins on the step while it's dropped? Hit the button, step goes up, and I can imagine using that when we're out on the trail. If the object detection triggers the step to stay down, hit that button, comes back up. It's just a lot of extra control for a feature that's inexpensive and it's an accessory that's under $100. If you're ready to buy, there are purchase links in the description of this video, and we'll put a link to the 4-door set of step sliders right here. Now, we also can be reached on live chat at Motoroso.com or toll free at 833-MOTOROSO. We're doing a step-by-step installation guide next. That's linked in the description, and it's right here. Make sure you subscribe to our channel because we're doing a bunch of mods on our Bronco build, and you're going to want to follow along. Thanks for watching.